So I've been working on this video. I've been trying to get this idea out, but I'm redoing it right now because I just figured I would do this way. All right, I have my 3DS in this. I know big ass, very big ass high roll shield carry case, but it's holding like all my Legend of Zeldas and like I think Bravely Default and Smash Brothers. It's holding a lot of games. It's got my 3DS in there, and I mean it's really good. It's a good carry case. But there is something about the 3DS that I wanted to point out. There's something about the Wii U that I wanted to point out, and something I wanted to say about the Switch missing when it comes to even being something worthy of comparing to these, being that it's a mobile device alongside a home console, because it falls shy. I'm not going to say or pretend that it doesn't. It does. It falls shy, and nobody seems to be talking about the actual things. Okay? Well, for one, look right here on the front. You see these two things? 1, 2. Alright. Well, you do know that one of those two things is a camera. There's another one right here. Alright? On the Wii U gamepad, which mine is way over here, there's a camera. Oh, there's not a camera on the Switch. That's very fucking weird. But it's a mobile device. It's a hybrid. Has a camera. Has a camera. Why no camera, Nintendo? Why? Why no camera? We have to buy SD cards for it. I'm not mad at that. I'm used to that. I bought an SD card for this. But why no fucking camera? It's a tablet when you take the Joy-Cons off of it. Are you aware that that thing, if we actually used it as a tablet, say at a store, that would be a Stone Age tablet that would run for about $5, $10 at best? Are you aware of this? Are you aware that even the most Stone Age tablets at this point had at least one fucking camera on them, usually the one facing you? Because people like to take photos. Why no camera? Which this has two. That has one. Why no camera on the Switch? You want people to take it with them. People like to take photos of their friends when they're out with their phones. Even their tablets have cameras. Hell, most tablets nowadays have 2, if not more, for some fucking reason. Why no camera? And why are people not talking about this? They want to talk about how underpowered it is, how lazy the graphics are, how the Joy-Cons suck, and all the other bullshit. The fucking docking station scratching the screen and all that shit. Nobody wants to talk about the real basic missing elements in the Switch. Like there's no camera. The Pro controller looking like an Xbox controller, only more circular instead of a square. Nobody wants to talk about these things. They want to talk about the most nitpicky things. And I know camera sounds like a nitpick thing, but again, this mobile device has 2 cameras. That thing over there, which is almost a mobile device, 1 camera. They shaved the Wii U gamepad down. That's what they did. They shaved it down, and they made the Joy-Cons, which are the side part of the gamepad, they made them removable. That's all they did. And they moved the I don't even know, we used to call them something else. I guess the joypad They moved one from the top and they moved it down. That's what they did. That's all they did. That's all the tricks to it, okay? Instead of a D-pad on one, they just made it little buttons. Like, they have the A, X, Y, and... A, X, Y, and B. Okay, I forgot one. They did the same... It's the same thing. There's no trick here. There's no bullshit. It's the same fucking thing. Alright? But why did you remove the camera and you want this to be a mobile device? A camera is almost a necessity for a mobile device to succeed. Doesn't even matter if it's a shitty camera, but a camera nonetheless. And nobody's talking about this. And I think it's fucked up, but should be thought about. Okay? Now, that aside, okay, because I feel like that's been covered now. The eShop for the Switch. Alright, I'm not even going to talk about the eShop. I want to talk about one other thing that makes the Wii U more superior. That little home button thing, like yay big around. Well, I don't even say yay big, but you know, it's like, say about yay big around, right? Thing flashes, it lights up when there's something going on the Wii U, right? It gives you a notification, and flashes, and you know, lets you know, hey, turn me on because I need to tell you something. I have some information you need to know. Switch doesn't have that. Switch has no way to let you know anything. Why? This is something that I feel the Switch should have. And if you say the app for the phone, that is the most lazy cop-out I've ever heard of, okay? Should just be built into the fucking thing. Should be a light or something somewhere on that bitch. The home button should light up, or the capture somewhere there should be a light that lights up on that bitch. It wouldn't have cost them a whole lot because shit, take the Joy-Cons out of that bitch. You'll see a bunch of green lights on the side of that son of a bitch. You're telling me it wouldn't have cost them a whole hell of a lot to make it to where the home button on the side of the Joy-Con lights up a little bit. Wii U has a little bit more of an advantage right there. It just can't go in the car and go down the street. That's the only difference. Okay? So, again, I gotta say, the Wii U is a better choice there. Okay? Because, again, this fucking thing. Because the fucking Switch, again, has no camera. No way to notify you unless you're gonna get the phone app, which I don't have. And it's still a stupid way to do it because people don't pick up the Switch every single day, even though it's a mobile thing. And a lot of people only have 2 games. And I just bought the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Which, by the way, I don't know how many people were going to buy an M-rated game for this thing, considering they think it's a kiddie console. But me, I buy adult games. I buy adult games and Legend of Zelda, and I'll probably buy Mario Kart. But that aside, think about it. That right there is pretty hard to come to terms with when you think about that shit. And one last thing, and this is the eShop part. This is the part that really gets me. NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, all 3 of those are just ROMs. That's all you're selling is just the ROM to those games. Nintendo, that's all you're selling. Why are you not moving those files from the Wii U to the Switch? I know it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to move through all that, but your eShop should be files and shitloads of ROMs from those fucking systems. And mainly, like, what, 85% of your eShop right now should just be Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64 games. And that's me being generous. Because you got Twilight Princess. You got, what's the other one? Fucking Wind Waker. Mario Maker. Although Mario Maker is a 2-screen game, so I really don't care at this point. Hyrule Warriors. Smash Brothers. Bayonetta 2. You can buy those digitally, so technically that's a lot of ROMs that could be moved over too. Okay? As long as they're not 2-screen games, I'm kind of giving you a lot of lenience here on the not moving what ROMs you should technically already have moved. Okay, so, I mean, come on, Nintendo, you're really slacking here. You're missing a lot of money because a lot of folks have already bought a Switch. I have one. Obviously, I have one if I have 2 games for it. People want to buy things for it. People want to buy things for it. People want to play on the Switch. And right now, all you offer is like old Neo Geo games and a few good games for this current generation. A few good games. Get off your asses. Port over those old retro games. They're your fucking games. There's no reason. And those other issues I brought up, they're small, minor issues, but still, they're things that I think you people who are making fun of the Switch maybe ought to talk about, considering all your other points have been a swing and a miss. Just saying. Anyway, I'm an equal opportunity guy when it comes to basically beating up on companies for beating up on companies. I didn't want you to think, oh, he's just talking shit on the PlayStation VR because he's talking shit on VR. No, I sat down and got a notification on the Wii U, and I looked at the Wii U thinking, wow, the game pad has a few features I really wish the Switch had. And I noticed the camera, and I looked over at the Switch and thought, where the fuck's the camera? Shit, this thing has 2. They want that to be mobile, but I take it with me, but damn, this thing, I can take photos of me and my girlfriend. I can take photos of places I go. What the fuck, man? Talk about a huge opportunity missed, Nintendo. I don't know why you would even launch the fucking thing without a camera, and you want people to take it out in the world and, travel with it. That is a huge opportunity missed. Especially now that you want people to share gameplay footage, like capturing gameplay footage of them in-game on Facebook. You missed a huge opportunity there, fucking Nintendo. With no camera, you could have had them take a photo of themselves, put their photo in your game, and then they share it. Especially with as big as this thing is, you could have had them put themselves in the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game and share that shit on Facebook. But because you didn't put a camera on it, you missed a huge, huge opportunity there. Oh my god, that gives me a headache. Oh my god. Anyway, I gotta go play some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Bring myself to anyway, because I'm only about 50 hours or so into it on the Switch. I'm only like 4 hours into it on the fucking Wii U. So I'm gonna go play some more of the Switch version, or try to, now that I've been just bashing the living fuck out of it. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think they should get off their ass and port all those NES, Super NES, and Nintendo 64 games over to the Switch now? Like, I think they should, because honestly, it's like, drag and drop files. And most of you guys who play on a computer get those for free anyway from like coolroms.com or some shit. Nintendo, get off your ass. Make some money. You sell those things for like $10 a pop anyway at most. That's $10 in your pocket. Deuces.